Hello, my name is Mitch, and I work at the Denver Museum of Nature and Science. And the museum is closed right now, but luckily, science is everywhere. We're gonna do a super cool science experiment that you can do in your own home. And actually, this is an experiment that you may have done before, maybe bunches of times, and you didn't even know that you were doing a super cool science experiment. Okay, so first of all, we need our science goggles. This experiment is not very dangerous, so you don't need science goggles, but if you have science goggles, it always feels cool to wear science goggles. Now, then you'll need a toaster and an ordinary piece of bread. And this is what we're gonna do. You're gonna take the piece of bread over to the toaster and then carefully put it into the toaster. And then you're gonna push down on the thingy and wait a couple of moments. Ta-da! Our bread has transformed into toast. Now I know what you might be thinking. You might be thinking, all you did was heat that bread up and burn it a little bit. And you're right, it is quite a lot warmer and a little bit burnt. But that's not all. Because if you've ever had toast, you've probably noticed, not only does it look different than bread, it also smells different. And it even tastes different. Bready. Toasty. And that's because this bread has actually changed on a molecular level. Now it's undergone a reaction which we call the Maillard reaction. Now I can imagine some of you are looking at this word and saying, that clearly says Maillard. But this word is French, and my sources tell me that in France, people pronounce this word Maillard. And it's not just a French word, it's a French person. This is Auguste Camille Maillard. And you see, over 100 years ago, in France, in the early 1910s, Louis Camille Maillard was going around and he was asking himself, I notice that when I make the toast, it looks different, and it smells different, and it even tastes different than the bread. And I am wondering, what is happening on the bread? And he figured it out. This is what he figured out. Bread is made up of a bunch of little tiny things called molecules. So many molecules. And among those molecules are sugar molecules, yum, and amino acids. Also yum. And these molecules in bread are just hanging out on the bread, just minding their own business. But when we put the bread in the toaster, we introduce heat. Now in this case, heat acts as a catalyst. A catalyst is something that comes along and makes something happen. Now this reaction is really complicated, but basically what happens is the sugars and amino acids are just hanging out on the bread, and the heat comes on, and they go like, wow, 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 and they break apart into little pieces, and then they recombine, and they form a whole bunch of new molecules. They form somewhere dozens of new molecules. Scientists are still working on the exact number, each of which is a different flavor and aroma. This bread actually underwent a massive transformation on the molecular level when it was in that toaster. Amazing. And it's not just toast. The Maillard reaction also happens if you've ever cooked a marshmallow or browned meat or even baked cookies. So if you bake cookies and you keep a little bit of the dough, and then at the end you taste the dough and you taste the cookie and you pay close attention to the difference in the smells and the flavors, then you have technically done a science experiment. So that's something you should probably do to expand your mind, is bake some cookies and eat them, because it's science. Now, this amazing reaction is why around here, my house, we don't call this little thing a toaster. We like to call it an amazing bread transmogrifier on a molecular level catalyst machine, fire emoji, smiley face emoji.
I am not calling it that.
What? Come on. Okay, fine. Around here, we call this thing a amino acid and sugar rearranger and recombiner into dozens of yummy flavor molecules and aroma molecules, super cool science fire box.
Absolutely not.
Around here, we call this thing the Maillard reaction chamber.
Oh, fine.
Yes. And now that you know all about the Maillard reaction, you too can take your bread pillars, boop, 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 and turn them into beautiful toast-a-flies.
Ew, gross.
It's not gross, it's nature. Thank you so much for watching my short little video. If you want to see some other cool videos of fun science you can do at home, check out the hashtag DMNS Science Party.